Greetings, welcome to Church of Real Talk. I am your host, Minister Robinson, and I am so very excited that you are here. Understanding that time is the one thing that you never get back and can never be recycled, so I definitely appreciate your time. However, moving forward, I am very grateful. I woke up this morning, looked at my dashboard, and I was like, where'd all these chosen ones come from? And the subscribers and the subscription level has definitely grown, and that makes me so grateful, so thankful, and so very happy, because it shows me a couple of things: that we are truly building a family, a collective of chosen ones, and that in a sense I am being of assistance. If you're sitting down watching me talk about these things and you're sticking through to the end of the video, I must be offering some sort of assistance, or dare I say guidance. Okay? Growing this family is very important, because I'm going to tell you, when I began to awaken, and this is going to resonate with so many of you, when I began to awaken, I had such a sense of loneliness. Like, I am in this by myself, and I prayed to the universe, and I was like, this really isn't cool. I want to do what it is that I'm supposed to do, but why do I have to go through like walk the earth alone? And I don't know if it was the universe speaking to me or what, but I kind of found out, I was like, that's not true. And it's the same thing with what we're doing here with Church of Real Talk. It's really not true that you're alone. There are other chosen ones out there. And it really doesn't matter what your belief system is. If you're a chosen one, you're a chosen one. And we become a support tier for each other. And this is part of the reason, I'll get into this later, why I'm being driven to get this physical location. I don't even know why I just woke up and said, hey, I need a physical location. I don't know. But it's going to take inspired action. And what we do here, especially now, I just came off of the last offering talking about this. We are dead. Yes, us chosen ones. We are in the midst of spiritual warfare. And I talked about how the armed forces will never send a soldier out there without the tools that are needed for them to get through their mission, complete their mission, and, hopefully get back home, get back to safety. It's the same thing with your higher power, the universe. They're not, you're not being sent out there without the tools. However, just like that soldier, they are given those tools. They are given those things that are needed for them to complete their mission, but it's up to them to take care of them, to make sure that they're in top shape. If need be, put in a request for a new device or a piece of equipment if it's broken, stolen, or is lost. They don't just get up and say, oh, well, I lost that, I'm just going to go out there and do the best that I can. No, your higher power, your universe, understands the gravity of the situation that we are in right now. I'm getting a little excited, and I'm just going through the intro. So let's just go ahead and get started with the offering. All right, we are here at the offering, and you know what? You probably know what it's about, because I entitled it Know Thyself. Okay, so it's mainly about confidence and self-awareness. And confidence is a very, very important thing. Many of you, again, something that will resonate with you, many of you have been through situations where you are trying to do something, and you're running around and you're telling the world about your dreams and your goals and your ambitions, and you're going to get it done. And oftentimes you just stop. Okay? It's not because you don't have things necessary to get it done. It's not like the information isn't there. It's not like you can't do the research to make sure you get it correct. More than likely it is due to a lack of confidence. We live in a society that is based on tearing down confidence, and it's like a blanket rule. Okay, it's definitely a blanket rule, because the low vibrational beings or demons or whatever have figured out, and this is just my, allegedly thing. Okay, they have figured out that, hey, if we put this blanket to cover everything, this will kind of weed out the chosen ones. This will kind of weaken the chosen ones. We live in such a competitive world that everybody has to make first place. Everybody has to be first to get the patent. Everybody has to be number one. Okay? And for those that haven't had a chance yet, have just come into this world of just starting school, just starting to get a foothold on life, confidence takes time to build. Or it does. It does. I can honestly tell you that way back in the days, and this will resonate with you, that there were times where I have embarked on certain things that I wanted to do and I wanted to create. Church of Real Talk actually being one of those things. But what happened was I let people get in my ear. I started seeking that one thing that we should just give up on, validation. Church of Real Talk should be celebrating, if I have my dates right, Church of Real Talk should be celebrating its 12th year of existence. However, the banner says it was created in 2024 because that's when it was created. That was when I got the confidence to say I'm going to follow my path. Chosen ones, you are unique on so many different levels. And you will find that as your uniqueness starts to show, as it starts to peek out, as others start to see it, they want to stop it. They want to stop it. It could be part of the way society is set up. Like, oh no, I can't let you be number one because I've got to be number one. We have heard of cases where brother will kill brother just to be number one. People, we have marital indiscretions that are caused by family members because they're jealous of the other family member actually having a happy relationship where they will do stuff that I can't even mention here, okay, just to prove to themselves that they are number one. Just to break down the confidence of the other person. It's akin to what I used to say years ago, step on the neck of someone else so that you can seem taller. We don't do that. You don't do that. I know that you don't do that. You're a chosen one. If you still have vestiges of those old ways still in you, you will feel that discomfort if it even tries to rear its ugly head. You are unique. You are the reason why this world, even though many of us feel that it really shouldn't be saved. We're living in the present day Sodom and Gomorrah from the Bible. Many of us feel that it shouldn't be saved. Somebody hit the damn reset button. But that's not the case. The universe in its wisdom, your higher power in its wisdom has decided that no, it's just a cycle. We're going to get through this. And I need you, yes you, to make sure that we get through this. Confidence is one of those things that you have to work on every day. I remember when I wrote my first book, and I remember this conversation as if it happened yesterday. I finally sat down after years and years and years of anguish and frustration and just saving it and getting back to it months later. And then finally I said, you know what? I'm just going to get this done. I finally got the confidence to go ahead and get it done. Got the book done, and I'm speaking to someone at the time. I'm not going to say any names because that's not what I do. And I'm speaking to someone, and we were in the car together, and we were going through cars. And I was like, my book is finally finished. I want to get it published. I'm so excited. And instead of getting the excitement coming back to me, okay, this resonates with me, doesn't it? Instead of getting the excitement coming back to me, all I got was, why would you do that? Why would you put yourself on the radar like that? I was taken aback. I was shocked. You of all people, why would you not want to support me? So literally, it did chip away at my confidence. See, this is what lower vibrational beings do. They want to chip away at your confidence. So it chipped away at it, and I actually once again took the finished book and sat it up there and didn't touch it for a few months. Again, we talk about synchronicities and signs. If you're supposed to do something, the universe or your higher power will ensure that you get it done. Okay, and do you know what happened? Was sitting online and I clicked some combination of buttons and the manuscript came up on its own. And I said, you know what? I'm getting this published today. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't care what anybody else says. I wrote this. I created this. Doesn't this resonate with you? Why should I let the opinion of someone else dictate how I move forward? So, just to bring this to bear, just so that this is clear and concise to all the chosen ones that are watching this, there's a quote from Buddha, and I'm going to give it to you right about now. It goes, okay? Believe in yourself. You are the master of your own destiny. You are the captain of your ship. And you are the master of your fate. In a nutshell, that is it. Yeah, he kind of took higher powers in the universe, but we are all connected. We are all combined to each other. Okay? Chosen ones, you understand the concept of support. Okay? The lower vibrational beings really don't understand it. And we go through this, and I've said this before, we go through this stage as we awaken, as we become self-aware, as we begin to understand that we are on a journey, we are on a path. We have this sense of despair, and it's caused by loneliness. We feel so lonely at times. And it passes. With all discomfort and pain, sooner or later, it passes. Okay? But while you're in the midst of it, while you are experiencing it, seconds seem to be like hours. Hours seem to be like days. But it is part of the growth process. It is part of the way for you being able to discern who is family, and what I mean by family, fellow chosen ones, and who is not. You know, it gives you the power to understand that you don't need any validation. Chosen ones, your higher power universe has decided that you are a chosen one. Why do you need validation from anyone else? Why do you think that you need someone else to validate your path, your journey, your mission? You don't. You really don't. This is not being selfish. This is not ego. But you can't find yourself constantly wrapped up in someone else's opinion of who and what you are. They have their life to live. You have your life to live, and you got a freaking mission on top of it. Let them live their life. Let them do what it is that they're going to do. Let them feel the way that they are going to feel. But don't let that come over to you. Yes, be of assistance whenever you can. Help these people. Some of these people are lost. They are seeking your guidance. They may be going about it in a backwards way. They may be going at it by throwing darts to get your attention. We all remember back in the school days, you know, if someone liked you, like back in 2nd and 3rd grade, they would do silly stuff to you just to get your attention. Lower vibrational demons that are sensing that they are on the wrong path, they will do the same thing to get your attention. They see your light. They understand who it is that you are. You must continuously embrace the fact that you are unique. Yes, we are family. There are so many of us. We are all here to do a mission. We are great. We are glorious. We are the chosen from our higher powers in the universe. Yet and still, we tend to stoop down and wallow in self-pity and doubt due to the fact of what others think of us. You know what I'm concerned about? And this is going to resonate with many of you. Do you know what I'm concerned about? I am concerned if the universe sees that I am doing what it is that I am supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. With that being said, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into some actionable exercises and tips so that you can boost your confidence and stop seeking validation from others that do not fit into the grand scheme that the universe or your high power has set forth for you. All right, let's go.
In today's fast-paced world, we often find ourselves clinging to things that no longer serve us. But what if I told you that true liberation lies in letting go? Letting go of attachments, expectations, and outcomes frees us from the chains of past regrets and future anxieties. It allows us to fully embrace the present moment, where true peace and joy reside. The art of letting go is not about giving up. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting in the universe's divine plan. So, take a deep breath, release the burdens weighing you down, and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that await. Embrace the freedom that comes from releasing what no longer serves your highest good. Remember, in letting go, we find our greatest strength.
All right, here we are back at the front of the ranch. I don't know why I use that saying, but anyway, we are definitely back at the front of the ranch. And you know what? I'm kind of really grateful because this is the part where I can be of assistance. Now, your mileage definitely may vary with these tips and hints. And I'm going to tell you something. There are so many of them out there. As chosen ones, as you already know, sometimes you have to actually go and find the things that work specifically for you. Again, you are a unique individual. Not just because you're a chosen one, you are unique. I mean, 4 trillion to 1 that you were going to be here and then be a chosen one? Come on, you're unique. All right, so one of the things that actually works for me is affirmations. You can find pre-written affirmations. You can create your own. I think the ones that you create yourself tend to work better. At least they do for me. I have this affirmation that I use when I'm kind of going through it, where I feel that my confidence level is starting to dip. Because through life, we go through these valleys and peaks, and life is not that predictable. So even as chosen ones, we do reach that point where sometimes we start to have doubt or fear, where our confidence kind of comes down. Okay, so whenever I'm faced with that situation, what I usually do is I pull out my favorite affirmation. In me is the universe is in me. This does a couple of things. It reminds me that I am part of this universe, the thing that created everything. Now, you can interchange this if you believe in a higher power with your higher power. But it seems to work with me, and I tend to just say it, whether out loud, if I can, okay, or in my mind, I just say it over and over and over again until the doubt starts to disappear, okay? Another thing that we just don't do enough of, okay, is we don't use the God spark within us, okay? The thing that makes us unique creatures in this universe, our imagination. You can actually utilize your imagination to actually imagine the outcome. I remember when my first management position, I had to give a presentation. I'm like, oh, whoa. This wasn't a job description. I was like, no, you have to give this presentation. So I had to write it out and make the PowerPoint slides and everything else. That wasn't the hard part. I had to go into the auditorium and actually give this presentation in front of this, to me at that time, it might have been like 70 people, but to me it was a huge freaking crowd, okay? And I was very nervous, and I had definitely begun to suffer with a lack of confidence. And what I did was, it was suggested to me that there was actually a course being offered within the company before my presentation, helping people give speeches and presentations. So I decided to go to it. And one of the things that I was taught there was to imagine the outcome. Imagine how this presentation is going to go. Okay, and that's what I did, and that seemed to work for me. That really seemed to work for me, to the point that in my imagination, as I was walking up to the podium, walking up the stairs to put my papers down on top of the podium, I imagined just before I looked up, that I was going to get a standing ovation. I didn't get a standing ovation. However, the people did clap and show their appreciation for my presentation. Imagination is one of the greatest tools that we have. Now, it's not so much as looking into the future. We have no control over that. We have no control over that. We can only act in the present. Okay? And with that being said, I think the last concept or tip that I actually want to offer is to be freaking kind to yourself. Chosen ones, you're so hard on yourself. You are so hard on yourself at times, and it saddens me. You should always be your biggest cheerleader. You should be your biggest fan. Not so much because you're a chosen one, but because you're a human being. And you go through all of these stressors through life. Yes, we are taught that, go as hard and grind hard and do this hard and hard. And when do you rest? Yes, diamonds are created from pressure. It is the constant pressure of coal that creates a diamond. But this takes time. This definitely takes time. You can make man-made diamonds, but their value is so much less than a naturally occurring diamond that has gone through the pressure. The pressure of Gaia, the earth, of creating this diamond. The diamond that is created within a lab that takes maybe a week to create is worthless in comparison. You have to start giving self-care to yourself. I think I actually did this, and I'm going to link the video there, because I think you guys need to begin to recharge your light. I hope I'm not being out of line. I hope I'm not insinuating that you're lacking, but you need to take care of yourself. A lot of shorts that I put up are based on this concept of self-care. Nobody is going to care for you the way that you do, besides the universe and your higher power. Nobody else. You've got to take these moments to yourself. This is how you build your confidence, knowing that, hey, sometimes take a nap. Hey, sometimes just push everything to the side and say, hey, this can wait till a little bit later. I need to do for me. Sit down and have a cup of coffee. It's getting warm out, at least in my area. Go outside, go to a coffee shop, sit outside, and just look at the people going by. Knowing that you are there to be of assistance to them. Don't think too hard, just relax. Not everything has to be a struggle. Not everything has to be a battle. Not everything has to be something that you have to this is why there are so many of us here. I mentioned when I began this is why I'm so pleased that we're finally coming together. We're finally understanding that we have each other to lean on. There's no more need to feel alone in this. Go out there and find different ways to bolster your confidence, because as far as the foot soldier that belongs to the universe or your higher power, this is one of the most important tools there, the confidence. I think it took Edison, 1,000 times before he created the working light bulb? 1,000 times. 1,000, it took 999 failures. Many of us would have thrown in the towel by failure number 11, failure number 12, if you're lucky, 15. But he kept on going at it. The reason being is because once you give up, once your confidence is gone, it's gone. That idea now gets buried. That thing that you were trying to create now gets buried. That painting you were trying to paint now gets buried. Never to see the light again, not on your watch. Continue to build your confidence. Continue to be the greatest chosen one that you can be. You know, I do want to touch base. I did last offering. I talked about the book. I'm still putting the links there for the $1. However, you can get it free from Kindle Unlimited, and I will continue to put the links down there. Again, I think, you know, the book is very important. It's kind of a guide. It's kind of lengthy. It's like 220 pages because Maris had a lot of information she needed to give, but I appreciate her for that. We are still working on getting this physical location. I have confidence that it will happen. I am visualizing what it's going to look like. Sometimes when I'm driving around town, I'm looking at different locations. And I have no choice but to make it happen. Again, once I give up on it, it's done. You know, and with that being said, you know, I want you guys to work constantly on, you know, guys and gals, I'm sorry if I forgot to add that part, but I want you people, you chosen ones, to go out there and work on continually building your confidence. With that being said, I want to once again thank you for your time, and you already know, right? Love you guys.
Welcome to the Church of Real Talk, where seekers embrace their calling as chosen ones guided by the universe. In a world filled with noise and distractions, we offer a sanctuary, a place to pause, reflect, and awaken to your true potential. Join us on a journey of self-discovery and transformation as we explore the depths of spirituality, consciousness, and the mysteries of existence. From understanding the power of synchronicities to embracing your innate gifts and abilities, we offer practical wisdom and spiritual insights to help you navigate the path of the chosen one with grace and clarity. Whether you're just beginning to awaken to your potential or seeking guidance on your next steps, our channel is here to support you every step of the way. Together, let's uncover the secrets of the soul, embrace our true calling, and radiate love and light into the world. Welcome to the Church of Real Talk, a sanctuary where authenticity meets enlightenment, and every soul is honored on its sacred journey.